just recently on Tab Forum, we were talking about transaction cost analysis in the fixed income markets. Today, we're going to talk about transaction cost analysis in the foreign exchange markets. My guest is Peter Weiler, an EVP at Abel Noser Solutions. Peter, thanks for coming by. It's nice to see you. So, as I said, we were talking about TCA in the fixed income markets, and there are some, challenges doing that in that marketplace. TCA in equities is well established. I wonder if you could start off by telling us, what the challenges, if you will, or complexities are doing TCA in foreign exchange.
Well, they're a lot less than they used to be. I think number one is we enjoy a greater level of price transparency now.
Okay.
I think that's probably the biggest driver or change in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly now can marry client data that we receive with market data that's accurate and comprehensive.
Right. And is there, you guys have developed this TCA for the FX market product, if you will. What's kind of driving that, pushing that effort to have that out there in the marketplace?
Well, number one, it's the largest market in the world. And ironically, Greg, it's one that has the least scrutiny from a regulatory standpoint.
Right.
Number two, we have the issue of the headlines that are out there, particularly as they pertain to the custodial banks and some of the litigation that's occurring right now.
Right. So, I mean, to that point about, the headlines that we've seen with some of the custodian banks and, how they've been handling some of the foreign exchange transactions for their clients. Through this TCA product that you guys have you been able to kind of identify, savings that clients can actually gain through being able to identify what they're paying and what they should be paying, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. The crux of that case, or the cases that pertain to foreign currency now with the custodians, is this relationship of standing order trades, custodial trades with negotiated transactions. And it's early on, but our findings are that those standing order trades are a higher cost trade for asset owners and also for the stewards of those assets.
Right. So we're talking, real money here for these guys. So
certainly.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the data, Peter, are there sources out there that, if I'm a client of yours, that I can be confident that, the data that you're getting is accurate and robust enough that, the ultimate analysis that I'm seeing, is reliable?
Yes, there's time and sales out there. There are comprehensive data sources that vendors like ourselves can rely on. And we get the trade data from our clients that's accurate as well.
Okay. Now, in terms of, speaking of that, in terms of clients, is this something that you see mainly for sort of the money management world, this kind of the fiduciaries of the assets, or for the asset owners as well on, one step further removed?
It's certainly for both.
Okay.
I think what's happened historically is the asset owners have been captive to their custodial relationships. And it's typically contractually captive. And they have to decide whether they want to have that relationship continuing and ongoing, or would they like to be able to quantify it and perhaps pay for that in a different manner.
Right.
So, and with all the underfunded liabilities that are out there with the asset owners, I think it's very important. Secondly, I think for the stewards of the assets, the fund managers, they defaulted typically in the past to the custodial bank relationship. The ones that had many more resources would use other sources that are out there. And certainly it's something that's a performance issue for them.
Absolutely.
It's important to them. And anybody who's trading in the global equity space, this is a component of that transaction.
Right. Well, a couple things come to mind. I mean, there does seem to be more of that global trading that's taking place. So there's probably more of these, transactions where you've got that currency component. And secondly, as you mentioned, on the pension fund, the asset owner side, given the underfunded nature of so many pensions, I mean, they're not only looking for new sources of alpha, but also where their costs are sort of leaking out that they can capture. So I would suspect that when you're out there in the marketplace talking to folks about this, you're probably getting a pretty receptive ear, right?
We really are. We're leveraging the 500 clients we have there globally, most of whom have this global equity component.
Yeah.
And it's a natural extension. And what we want to bring to bear to the marketplace is that price discovery and transparency which we feel will lead to significant cost savings.
Sure. Okay. Very good. Well, I appreciate you coming by. We've been
Welcome.
joined today by Peter Weiler, EVP at Abel Noser Solutions, talking about transaction cost analysis in the foreign exchange market, something that's really beginning to get pretty well developed as there's more global trading going on, and folks are really looking at more transparency in this marketplace. So thanks for watching.